Wait, if you are about to pull the trigger on a Sony A1 II or a Canon R5 Mark II, you need to stop everything and watch this video. The landscape of professional photography just shifted. Welcome back to TechVibe, where we pull back the curtain on the tech that actually matters. Today, we aren't just talking about a refresh. We're talking about the birth of a new king. The Nikon Z8 II is no longer a rumor, it is a reality that's about to make your current gear feel like a relic. After Nikon's massive acquisition of RED Digital Cinema, the Z8 II has become the first true cinema hybrid beast. We've gathered the most authentic leaks, supply chain data, and internal specs to show you why this camera is about to dominate 2026. Stay with me, because the new sensor tech we're revealing halfway through this video changes everything you know about dynamic range. To understand the Z8 II, we have to look at the heart of the system, which is the sensor. For months, the industry debated whether Nikon would follow Sony into the world of global shutters. The authentic word from the supply chain confirms that. Nikon has chosen a different path, one that prioritizes image quality over pure gimmickry. The Z8 II is set to feature a revolutionary fast-scan stacked CMOS sensor. While it's not a global shutter, its readout speeds are so incredibly high, reported to be nearly 4 times faster than the original Z8, that rolling shutter distortion is effectively a thing of the past. Why does this matter to you? Because by avoiding the current limitations of global shutter technology, Nikon has managed to protect and actually expand the dynamic range. We are looking at a base ISO of 32. Imagine the cleanest, most medium format, like files you've ever seen from a 45.7 megapixel sensor. This is for the landscape photographer who needs every ounce of shadow detail and the sports shooter who needs 120 frames per second without the jello effect. Now let's talk about the red effect. This is the most significant part of the Z8 II's DNA. Since Nikon acquired RED Digital Cinema, enthusiasts have been waiting for the crossover. The Z8 II is the first hybrid to truly benefit from this marriage. We are looking at internal 12-bit R3D RAW recording. Yes, you heard that right. Legendary red code RAW is coming to a mirrorless body, but it's not just about the files. The Z8 II will feature the RED IPP2 Color pipeline. For the first time, you can get that Hollywood red look straight out of the camera without hours of grading. To handle the massive data of 8K at 60 frames per second, Nikon has completely overhauled the internals with a new graphite-based thermal management system. The overheating warnings that plagued the mirrorless era are gone. This camera is designed for unlimited 8K recording, making it a mini Z9 that fits in the palm of your hand. Powering all of this is the brand new Expeed 8 processor. This isn't just a speed boost, it's an AI engine. Nikon has integrated what they call deep intent predictive autofocus. Current cameras track where a subject is, but the Z8 II tracks where a subject is going to be, using algorithms derived from industrial robotics. The stickiness of this autofocus is reportedly light years ahead of the Z8. Whether it's a bird darting through branches or a Formula One car coming straight at the lens, the zero-miss tracking ensures you never lose a frame. And for the solo creators, Nikon has added a feature we've been begging for: 32-bit float audio internal recording. This means you literally cannot clip your audio. From a whisper to a jet engine, you can recover everything in post-production. It's these quality-of-life upgrades that show Nikon is listening to the premium market. Ergonomically, the Z8 II remains the rugged, weather-sealed tank we love, but with a few crucial refinements. The electronic viewfinder is getting a massive bump to a 9.4 per million dot ultra-old panel. With 2000 nits of brightness, it's like looking through an optical finder. Even in the harshest midday sun in the California desert or the Australian outback, they've also refined the grip and added a dedicated subdial for Video 2 photo switching. A small change that makes a world of difference in the heat of a professional shoot. When can you get your hands on it, and how much will it hurt? Your wallet? Authentic Projections placed the official announcement in late 2025 with a global shipping date in early 2026. As for the price, expect a slight premium over the original launch price of the Z8. We are looking at an MSRP of around $4,299 to $4,499 in the US. While that might seem steep, when you consider that this camera effectively replaces both a high-end stills body and a cinema camera, the value proposition is actually incredible. The Nikon Z8 II isn't just a camera, it's a statement. It's Nikon saying they aren't just here to compete, they're here to lead. But what do you think? Does internal red RAW make this an instant buy for you, or are you holding out? For the Z9 II? Let me know in the comments, I read every single one. I want to know if you think this is the Sony A1 killer we've been waiting for. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to TechVibe for the most authentic gear updates on the planet.
Out.
I'm out, but I'll see you in the next one. Decision time. If you already own a Z8, the Z8 II is a massive jump in video and AF capability. If you're coming from a DSLR, this is the ultimate time to jump. The fusion of Nikon's optics and RED's cinema tech has created a tool that we simply haven't seen before. Thanks for hanging out with us at TechVibe. Don't forget to check the links in the description for the latest price updates and availability. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss our full hands-on review as soon as the first units land. Until next time, keep shooting and stay ahead of the curve. This evolution in the Nikon lineup signals a massive shift in the professional market. We're seeing the lines between high-end cinema production and professional photojournalism blur into a single, cohesive unit. When you hold the Z8 II, you aren't just holding a camera, you're holding a decade of engineering refinement. The implementation of the dual-stream technology pioneered in the first generation has been perfected here, ensuring that your blackout-free viewfinder experience is smoother than ever. Even when pushing the processor to its absolute limits with 8K RAW internal capture. This is the precision the modern creator demands. From the streets of New York to the wildlife preserves of South Africa, the Z8 II is built to survive and thrive. Nikon has reinforced the chassis with a new magnesium alloy blend that reduces weight while increasing structural rigidity. This is the level of detail that premium users in the US and Europe expect. No compromises, no excuses, just pure performance. As we wait for the final production units to hit the shelves, one thing is certain. The competition is sweating. Z8 II is the definitive answer to the question of who owns the hybrid throne. Whether you are a wedding filmmaker needing that perfect skin tone, or a wildlife enthusiast needing the world's fastest autofocus, your search ends here. We will continue to monitor the supply chain for any updates on firmware features that might be added before launch. Stay tuned to TechVibe for more deep dives into the technology that powers your passion. Furthermore, the inclusion of a dual SpecXpress Type B slot configuration ensures that your data throughput will never be the bottleneck. During critical high-speed assignments,